see how this one goes. And here's the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the UCF Knights offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might have...
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the field. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The quarterback keeps it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll take it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Barnett. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. Makes a grab and room to run. Running through contact. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space, really...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Charles.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Chambers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Charles. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Young. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back released out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Dances away to buy time. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Wade. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chambers. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, oh, man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run. I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. How about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Finds a man all alone. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grab behind the line. It's Charles. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. score. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cowboys will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Breaks the tackle. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Split backs here. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a second and touchdown, Cowboys. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had the...
Snags it, and he's open. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Under fire. Heaves it deep. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Complete. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Hauls it in down the sideline. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
That's caught. It's Coleman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running inside. It's Hawkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab in their space. Smashes ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
The throw to the outside is complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the... Well done.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Chambers. Touchdown, UCF! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got a little grass, and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And as their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time, Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! That one will give them the lead. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Pucks it out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Knights send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Young. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack. No problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Cowboys peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. On the move to his left. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. The Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And on that play, the defense said, I've seen enough. You're not getting rushing touchdown number 4. Really showing some pride and some physicality, selling out for the run, getting in the backfield, and getting that guy on the ground.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chambers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot.
He'll take the deep shot. Upstairs, he's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give and tick, 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 tick. Taking it the other way. The Knights going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Fights off a defender. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,